Is the poor eyeliner for me? Is the working out every day but still eating cookies for me? Is the thinking you have a funny intro for me? Is the never getting your hair dried for a video for me? Is it the getting all love life advice from teen TV shows for me?
Honesty in all forms.
That was so cheesy.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I did that. My name is Sophia, this is Couch Sophie Lanes. I give advice, I talk about mental health in a lighthearted way. So hopefully you get something out of it or you just get a good laugh. Today I have a message to my 16-year-old girlies out there, or just anyone who's just started dating. If you're a teen, chances of you watching one of these shows is very high. They're all amazing shows, don't you get me wrong. I rewatch them still to this day, and maybe some of them it's just unhealthy at this point. Who's counting? 14? But my message today to you guys is be careful. Let me tell you why. This is gonna be a mukbang. I don't know what people call it mukbang and then mukbang and then I get confused, so I know it's like an audacity to call this a mukbang bong and then have two things, but cookies are Brazilian cookies. I call them the little cow cookies. I don't know how to fucking translate this, okay? And then this is a whey protein yogurt. Very similar, the two of them. Hey, I invited you to my bed because that's cozier. A lot of people wonder how this looks, like they imagine, like, I'm sorry, that was so disgusting. It's just a joke. Anyway, when we are just starting our dating life, it can be really easy for us teens, well, I'm not a teen anymore, but you get the point, to get influenced by what we are watching. And here are my problems with a few of these TV shows. As I said, I love them to death. It's just that you should be careful while watching them so you don't get influenced by them in the wrong way like I did. Number one, do not go for the demons. I know, you're gonna say, oh my god, but somehow they're so hot and bad boys get me horny. Do not. Do not. Even though in this show it could be nice to go for the bad guy, in real life is not. Nathan Scott, the guy from Euphoria that I don't remember the name, Damon Salvatore are introduced as these bad boys that need saving. So they're like basically assholes, and then when a girl comes into their lives, oh my god, they've changed, they're gods now. They're so like morally correct. They have all these values that they basically take out of their ass because yesterday they didn't have that. Sometimes you can get the feeling that in your life you need to find guys that you need to fix. Those guys that are going off the rails and you need to be the freaking saint that's gonna like fix all their psychological issues. Sweetie, you're not a therapist, okay? You're still going through your own discoveries. Unless you're like trying to be a therapist and then like this is your internship, I just wouldn't recommend you getting into a relationship where you feel like you have to take care of that person, especially so young. Let's get down to the examples. This is why I don't do mukbang bangs. Nathan Scott. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Nathan Scott is a character from One Tree Hill. One of my favorites, might I add. But one of the things that kind of bothers me about it is that Nathan changes drastically from season 1 to 2. If you never watched it, he's literally the worst asshole in the first season. And then this girl Haley comes around and she's like, you need to change, Nathan. You need to be a better person, Nathan. And then out of the blue, a few episodes later, he's like in love with her, he's changing. It could happen in reality. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that to me, in my life, sometimes I would look for guys and be like, oh my god, he's my Nathan, he's the asshole that is gonna change for me. Know that no guy is gonna change over you, or girl, or I do believe that people can grow. That's totally fine. It's not your place to make them grow or try to make them grow because and that's just not gonna be healthy for you at all. I do think the first relationship, it can determine a lot of things for us. It can kind of gives us the example of what a relationship should be. So if the first one is crappy and you think that's what you deserve, I'm telling you, it's not. You shouldn't have to fix anybody. It's not your job. Friends, for instance. I'm so sorry, I'm not unpolite, I just don't know how else to make this video. Ross Geller, he's not necessarily the bad guy, right? But he's awesome at season 1. But then, once he gets into a relationship with Rachel and she gets the job of her life, he starts to get jealous of a co-worker in a crazy manner that really annoys me. When I was younger, that really got me into a little bit of trouble because watching Friends for the first time and not knowing that wasn't healthy, let's just say that I thought there were many Ross Gellers out there that I invested my time. Just don't do it. Don't ever push aside your goals because of some guy that is like literally the most jealous person ever and is like not respecting your space and not taking your job seriously. I know none of these characters are real, but I'm just saying it's not the love of your life. Okay, my second point that concerns me about these shows and how it can influence you as a teen. In shows like Skins, we have characters like Effie. If you don't know what Skins is, it's basically a show about teens that get really drugged. It's just rock and roll, it's a lot of drugs. I remember watching that as a teen and I thought that was so cool and I just wanted to be Effie so bad. She's addicted to drugs and she's very emotionally unstable. So if you watch shows like Skins without giving yourself that double check, sometimes you can get under the impression that you use the drugs to escape and also to, you know, be noticed and be like recognized. What I'm trying to say is people taking advantage of you. Since you are in a very vulnerable state, there's a lot of bad people, you know, that will see like, you know, a 16-year-old girl in a vulnerable state and be like, taking care of yourself is giving yourself the affection you need. Because even though sometimes these shows can give you the impression that you need to find that into someone else or into this like mysterious guy that's gonna appear and change your life, it's not. It's right here. Taking care of your own mental health and the way you see yourself, it's what's gonna get you really like happy and maybe even bring you to healthy relationships. But if you look for that into someone else and kind of go all over the place trying to figure it out, like where you can get that love that you need so much, I'm just gonna tell you, it is within you. Like at the same time, it's really hard because being a teen can be so annoying. Like everything feels like the end of the world, but you need to understand that taking care of yourself should come always first. Don't have any guy, any relationship, any girl, or whoever. Finally, we get to Damon, and I love the character of Damon. He's from the Vampire Diaries, if you don't know. It brings me again to the point that it's not your place to fix anybody. I say fix, but like, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be their therapist, you shouldn't be their mom. Oh my god, you shouldn't be their mom. Like, listen to me, girl. You should not be their mom. I would think I would find my Damon, the reckless guy, the girl to like save his life and like change his behavior. Well, let me tell you my experience. Behavior. Sometimes it can feel like your life is pointless, you're going nowhere. But just believe me, you do not need to be rescued by a guy. Everything you need is within you, you just don't know yet. And life is not about waiting for that guy to show up. It's not about like waiting for the bad guy to come in and make things exciting. It's not about like the good guy who's gonna save you and make you love yourself. It's about you being complete, you feeling good about yourself, and then you being in a relationship, if you feel like it, that will give you an extra. You're a bad baddie. You got this. So yeah, I guess I used to think that guy would come into my life, change everything, give me roses every day, like fight for me and shit like that. They're out there. The good guys, they're fucking rare, but they're out there. As you go through relationships, you just need to kind of feel if that guy is like worth your time or not. Because even though there's a lot of bad guys out there, there are also good guys. There's bad and good people, and you should just like kind of learn where to invest. Oh, and this one is my favorite. You do not need to be the bigger person when someone is being abusive to you. I used to think that when someone mistreated me, I needed to be the bigger person. I needed to forgive. I needed to give all the good that I have because I am the bigger person. I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm gonna power through this because I care about this relationship, and it doesn't matter what he does. It's okay because I know he has problems. Fuck no. Let me tell you, turn around and leave. If someone is mistreating you, you have to leave. Leave. You're right there. You're not a bad person for getting out of a relationship that is mistreating you, that is making you unhappy. You're not a bad person for choosing to walk away from something or someone that is making you feel like crap. While watching this video, know that my only goal with this is to warn you on how when you start dating, you have a lot of expectations on how that might turn out. And even though that's amazing and you shouldn't be like scared of dating, I'm just trying to warn you that sometimes something we watch can lead us to act a certain way. To just keep yourself in check. Take it from the girl that literally started smoking and asked her friends to call her Effie, even though her name was Sophia. By the way, I hate cigarettes. I hate cigarettes with all my life. And I started doing that because I thought this way people will notice me if I'm the reckless girl, if I'm mysterious. No, that didn't work out for me, and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work out for you. So you don't need to be Effie or any other character, you just need to be yourself. And if that's not enough for someone, because life is way more than just a relationship. I hope this video doesn't sound negative. I'm a very romantic person, believe me. I still think sometimes about my, well, not Prince Charming, but like about my Stefan Salvatore. That was always something I believed in, that really like soulmate connection. But I feel like you will know, and it's not gonna be hard, and it's not gonna be aggressive, and it's not gonna be full of mind games. To end up this video, I'm just gonna leave in a positive note and say that I loved being in love when I was a teen, because I feel like you have all these, like you're really open to everything that the other person has to give you, and at the same time that can be bad, that can be so wonderful because you guys are like experimenting still and kind of like learning about it. All I'm saying is just take it easy, be careful, and enjoy love life because it's beautiful at the end of the day. Look at my eyeliner. It could literally, I could start flying at any second because this wing is like, I would die because I would start flying. With this wing, you fucking drop me so bad. Just as a joke. Okay, subscribe.